It's always been my view that no government really of any party in the past has come to office with a clear idea of how to develop the transport infrastructure of the North. And that applies to the current Labour government, despite the fact that there are many ministers from the North. There have been over the last 12 years of the Labour government. They did not come to office with a coherent view of what they would do to improve the economic competitiveness and transport infrastructure of the North of England. And so we find, after 12 years of the Labour government, that expenditure per head of population on transport has been much lower in the North than it has been in most parts of the south of England, that we've got some of the most congested areas, that we have some of the cities most lacking in adequate public transport, that we've got some of the worst bottlenecks, that in recent announcements we see road widening schemes in the north of England cancelled, we see government proposals for a high-speed rail line that doesn't even reach the north of England. And this is what we are getting from a Labour government.
I am a Yorkshireman, born and bred. I'm proud of it, and I'm delighted, as William and Teresa are, to be in Leeds here this morning. Now, it is interesting for me, as a supporter of Leeds United of many years ago, in the days of Gary Sprague, and I was a regular visitor here at the time, but to see the developments that have gone on in Leeds since that time over the last 20 or 30 years. And I ask myself now, are the developments in Leeds adequately served by our transport infrastructure? And that can be said for many of our cities around the United Kingdom, and I think the sad answer to that is no, they're not. So I welcome this opportunity, and I also welcome it for this reason, that the Conservative Party are to be applauded for allowing me the freedom to surround myself with colleagues and advisors to fulfil this obligation of people that are selected because of their ability to do the job effectively, and not necessarily because of their political allegiance.
And my colleagues as well, and I know that candidates, many of whom are in this room, also are lobbying hard for the transport improvements they want to see, from M62 widening to improving the Saltaire roundabout. All of these things are going to be the sorts of issues that Peter and his colleagues are going to look at with this Commission. I know its work is going to be an extremely valuable input into the process of deciding what transport projects will be a priority to be delivered by a future Conservative government, which I hope this country will have in the not too distant future. And I look forward to working both with Peter and his colleagues at the Commission, and of course with William Hague and the North Board, and the candidates and the Voluntary Party right across the North as well, in taking forward an excellent scheme of transport proposals for the coming general election. Thank you very much.